Hi you guys, it's Ashley Chats. Welcome back to my channel. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me on your way in or out of this video. So have you all noticed nearly every time Miss Briana films her twins, one if not both of them are almost always in distress? Recently, Miss Briana shared a cartoon style clip featuring her and her twin babies, a creative move perhaps aimed at continuing to conceal their appearances. But what stood out wasn't just the animation, it was how one of the twins, clearly in need of comfort, was labeled the crybaby by their own mother. While some may see this as harmless or playful, referring to an infant seeking cuddles as a crybaby, even in a cartoon, this subtly sends the message that emotional needs are inconvenient or excessive. This kind of labeling can unintentionally frame a child's need for affection as flawed, especially when shared publicly as entertainment. Some creators intentionally highlight chaos, tears, or tantrums for engagement, relatability, or sympathy. But repeated exposure to that kind of content can make viewers question the well-being of the children. Babies cry and babies fuss. It's normal, but persistent distress could indicate a lack of routine, overstimulation, or even unmet needs, which might reflect on the caregiver's capacity or priorities, being Miss Briana. If the focus is more on recording content than tending to the child's needs in the moment, it can create the appearance of emotional neglect or exploitation. Babies don't have words, so crying is their only language. Dismissing it with a label like crybaby, like Briana calls one of her twins, minimizes what could be real discomfort, hunger, some type of pain, overstimulation, or just the need for affection. Is Miss Briana intentionally filming her twins in distress for sympathy or content engagement? Because while we can't definitively say what her intent is, repeated posts showing the babies upset or unsettled without apparent efforts to comfort them off camera raises a lot of ethical concerns. It begs the question, is the goal to seek support from your audience as a struggling mom, or is distress being used to drive engagement through emotional appeal? If multiple videos consistently feature one or both of the babies crying, whining, or appearing overwhelmed without resolution, it can appear that their discomfort is being used for clicks and views. If Briana records instead of immediately responding to the comfort of the baby, it might suggest that the camera has taken precedence over the care of them in that moment. Emotional content tends to get high engagement. If the content is heavily focused on struggle and distress without balance, it's fair to question the motivations behind what's being shared. Even if the intent isn't to exploit the babies, the repeated visual of children in distress can still send the wrong message, and it opens the door to valid criticism from viewers concerned about the emotional safety of the babies. Respectfully.